Yeah, it's an awesome opportunity for our program. I'm really proud of the group that we have and the work that's been done over the last 8 years to be competitive in an environment like this. Again, we don't take for granted the chance to go into a Big Ten arena, stay at a place like the Nittany Lion Inn, and play against a team that has a chance to be really, really good. So I was disappointed. It's the end of a 10-day stretch where we've been 6 nights on the road. Two additional nights. We got back at 3 o'clock in the morning to Hamilton. Weren't there for more than a day to go to school before we headed off to the next trip. So I was disappointed though in how we came out. I don't know, the first 13 minutes of the half of the game, let Bolton up for air way too many times. That wasn't the team that we are. I think after that, we adjusted to the game, and I think everybody got a sense of the team that we can be. It's just a matter of our group getting together and making that happen. Obviously, they made some plays down the stretch. Watkins is still getting back to the guy he can be, but I thought Reeves came up with a couple of huge steals. And for a group that hasn't been shooting well from the free throw line, they must have been practicing a lot the last couple of days because they made big ones down the stretch.
Questions for Coach Langel?
What do you think happened that got you guys back in the game? Did you feel like you played better? Did Penn State let up?
Yeah, I don't know. We just we were again we haven't been able to practice a lot and well because of the travel schedule and our game schedule over this stretch. And I think that any coach will tell you when you do that, you tend to build not great habits. And so in a couple of games like we were in, a couple of our actions in Florida Gulf Coast. It got us a shot right away, and Penn State, it didn't get a shot right away, and we didn't cut hard enough, we didn't move well enough, we didn't play together enough on either end of the ball. Just simple things like running back fast enough in transition. Bolton, you leave their best shooter open, and he buries a couple, and all of a sudden you're looking up at the scoreboard, and I think it was 19 we were down there with 7 minutes left in the first half.
You guys went to the zone there in the second half, and it really seemed to stifle the Penn State offense. What kind of adjustments did you think Penn State made to ultimately get some key buckets down in the stretch?
Yeah, I think Lamar Stevens has established himself as he's a little bit of a throwback player in today's day and age. Everybody wants to shoot 3-point shots and layups, and he's I'm proud to be from the Philadelphia area. He represents the city really well, and that he's like an old school player, like mid-range jump shot. They got it to him in the middle of the zone a couple of times. I thought he was, made a couple mid-range jump shots, and then Watkins, they got it into Watkins even though it was a zone. They got it into him deep in the paint, and he got himself to the foul line. But we turned him over in that zone a number of times. I think less about the pressure, but more about them having to just see something a little bit different.